Alrighty, welcome back everybody. We are into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I am NitePHX, and we are doing the Nevada bush trip. We just finished leg 11 and are about to go do leg 12. So we will go ahead and click on continue here. Which I probably should have started before I did the spiel. Just speeds things up a little bit. Oh yeah, check my fuel. I think I'm probably pretty good. Okay, we will click on ready to fly. Go outside. Move the VFR map as we always have to do. Alright, so this leg we're going from NV47 to H37. I'm going to zoom out here. I see it there. And we are looking at 32.23 nautical miles. So we've got Dry Valley Creek. We're going to take off from Palomino and head northwest, tracking with the road that leads into the mountains. As the road rolls on alongside the riverbed, continue your northwest path. Ignore any junctions you may see along the way until the road leads you out of the hills and intersects with Dry Valley Creek. Next one, Long Valley Creek. Head west along Dry Valley Creek into the canyons where the creek will run dry. It's so redundant. It's just continue following the Dry Creek bed as it twists its way northwest. In short order, another creek will emerge with your path, flowing west towards the border between Nevada and California. Then Dry Valley Creek will lead you northwest toward the small desert town of Doyle, California. And the final one is Herlong Airport on the western edge of Doyle. Highway 395 borders the town. Follow the road northwest until you reach an intersection with another thoroughfare, Route A26. Let A26 lead you north towards several tracts of neighboring farmland. Just ahead to the northwest is the runway for Herlong Airport. Not that we're going to remember any of that. So we're going to take off here. We're going to fly heading to about 307. And just keep following that road northwest, tracking the road that leads into the mountains as road rolls. Blah, blah, blah. Continue your northwest pass. Ignore any junctions and see until the road leads you out of the hills. So we're going to find a road heading 307. We're just going to follow it until it leads us out of the hills. Simple enough. Okay. We're going to back up a little bit. I've got 72% fuel, so I should be good. We do have full flaps there. Interesting. So I must have taken off. It didn't reset or anything, I guess. Alright, so I believe you're good, Grey Ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. Do one quick. Let's look. 307. Okay. Flaps are good. And we're going full throttle. Tail is up. Okay. AngryOneHorn says he can see us both now.
That's interesting.
Well, alright, so I believe we need to be heading 307. Get rid of the flaps, get some airspeed up here. Oops. Definitely over-rotated that one, huh? And AngryOneHorn is just going to tag along. So were you already heading north?
Me?
Yeah, when you took off?
Somewhat.
Okay. I was heading south. I had to do it. Yeah, took off and flip around here. Okay. Robert TheBurton says he can't see anyone. And I do not see Robert TheBurton. We just took off from NV47. I can see Angry Savage. I can see the yellow Angry Savage. AngryOneHorn flying his Savage. I can actually see the yellow paint. Yes, we are in USA West. Yeah, I never even thought about that could be an issue for other players, huh? They're not on the same server.
Right.
Okay, so I want to bring up the VFR map. I want to put on the ISO lines. I think I may have looked at that already. It doesn't look like we're going to have much in the way of elevation changes, so certainly no need to be climbing. Let's drop that trim down a bit. There he says, there y'all are. Oh, there he is. With Robert TheBurton, I see TheBurtonRTB. Yep. He's about to just catch up on the tail end there. Alright, so what I remember we are following, of course I'm looking at the nav logs again. So as the road rolls on alongside the riverbed, yep, that's the river next to the road, continue your northwest path, okay, going northwest. Ignore any junctions you see along the way, okay, I can do that, I'm good at ignoring. Until the road leads you out of the hills and intersects with Dry Valley Creek. You know, and unless there's a real big sign on the bottom down there that says Dry River Creek, I'm not going to know it's there. Yeah. Yeah. Flashing lights, you know, the big searchlights, yeah. Banners. So I guess best way to tell that I'm over a highway or road or something is to see a vehicle. I don't see any vehicles. Definitely appears like I'm following the river.
What do you follow, the road or the river?
Both? So it says, as the road rolls on alongside the riverbed, continue your northwest path. Ignore any junctions that you see until the road leads you out of the hills and intersects with Dry Valley Creek. So this road is going to lead us out of the hills, and then we're going to look for, is it actually a dry valley creek? I mean, is it going to actually be a water creek? A creek that has water in it? Why is it called Dry Valley Creek? Because it's going through Dry Valley.
Because it's a desert just like the rest of the map.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the VFR map and see if there's anything along the way I mean, there's a creek. Or a creek. Yeah, looking on the map, it's going to start to turn us to the west, really. I think I'm still over the road. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good creek. So, what are we supposed to do here?
Heading 256.
256. Head west along Dry Valley Creek, okay, into the canyons where the creek will run dry. Continue following the dry creek bed. Alright, it's not dry yet, but it will run dry. Okay. Continue following the dry creek bed as it twists its way northwest. In short order, another creek will merge with your path, flowing west toward the border between Nevada and California. So,
do you have border lines?
yeah, they're on the map, so they must be in the real life. Dry Valley Creek will lead you northwest toward the small desert town of Doyle, California. So, I'm going to follow this until it becomes a dry creek.
It's dry now.
Where the creek will run dry, continue following the dry creek bed as it twists its way northwest. In short order, another creek will merge with your path, flowing west toward the border between Nevada and California. I'm thinking I still got water here. Okay. Yeah, I can't tell if I think I still have water here, but okay, so if you see the other, let's see. Going towards, in short order, another creek will merge with the path, flowing west towards the border between Nevada and California. The next thing says, Dry Valley Creek will lead you northwest toward the small desert town of Doyle, California. There's just so much information missing here. Okay, so the creek. Alright, so there is an intersection, okay. Going west towards Spotter. Another creek will merge with your path, flowing west toward the border between Nevada and California. Dry Valley Creek will lead you northwest toward the small desert town of Doyle. Well, I don't know if we're in the right spot or not. You know, it says, you know, in short order, you'll merge with another creek flowing west toward California. It doesn't say to take it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. And then the next one says Dry Valley Creek will lead you northwest toward the small desert town of Doyle. Well, we're heading west. We're not heading northwest. So I'm thinking this is going to kind of eventually turn a bit to the right. So if you see a town anywhere, it's probably going to be Doyle.
Right.
I see I'm not getting any input from the other guys here. Whether they have any clues.
I don't remember where we're headed.
What do you need? Compass or?
H37.
Oh, H37.
I don't think I'm going the right direction.
Well, that would make two of us because I'm following you. But I think we've gone the proper route so far.
I'm just looking for this big body of water on the right.
I looked at the VFR map for a while. That's a good distance away though.
Okay. So maybe I am heading the right direction.
Well, I mean, from the path that we're on, I'm not sure we'd be able to see that. Let's see, with the ISO lines on, we do. All right, it looks like if you look at the VFR map and turn your ISO lines on,
Yeah.
and
Could be the mountain there, and then on the other side of it is the water.
yeah, and then you look and see how it's kind of coming out into a rather flat area with no lines. If you're following the white path,
Yeah.
that kind of looks like that's where we're at. We're in between two ridges here. And it's going to dump us out into this flatlands up here. That looks exactly like where we are. In here somewhere, probably closer to the end. So I think we're getting pretty close. Thinking, okay, you know what? There's a road here
Yeah.
on the map. We haven't seen a road for a while. And I see it here on the left. And this is the road, this thin gray line on the VFR map. So there should be a snaking, I don't know, wide creek. Alright, let's close those up. Yeah, that body of water is going to be way to the right. So if we got a town down there, it looks like, huh? We're going, toward the small desert town of Doyle, maybe? And from here, if this is the small town of Doyle, we had 316 degrees. I mean, I don't know if that's a small town. That is an awful small town. So I'm at 6,300 feet. I'm going to start dropping some altitude here. If I look at the VFR map, we've got to be just coming out of this here? We have JIVGI, JIVG, I don't know. Doesn't show what it is. It's got to be on that creek. We're heading to H37. So this has got to be about where I see the Burton.
Yeah.
That looks like that's going to be that wide, watery snake that you see on the VFR map. So that's about where we've got to be now, which is pretty close to the airport now, I think. We've got some buildings over there. Okay, I can see the big lake out in front now. Now it means that airport's going to be really close to where we are here somewhere. Okay, so if I see the big body there, I see that over there. I think it's going to be more to the right. I don't know. Has Burton located it? What am I over here? Is that some type? Oh, it's not a road. And that's that big snaking waterway. Map again. See, it could be a little bit further to the left of where I'm looking here. See, Burton's over to the right. I think I'm following that snaking waterway. I want to continue heading northwest from there. Yeah, let me take a look. What does this runway look like? Alright, so now it's just kind of, oh, look at that, there's a runway right there. Is that the right one? It is. I am over it. Oh, my monitor just went black. OBS stayed up, so the stream stayed up. My monitor is good again, so I don't know what's going on. It's 2 times my monitor just went dark for 2-3 seconds. I am right over the airport right now.
Oh,
yep.
Okay. I was almost right over it and didn't even see it.
Okay, I see you up there, yeah. Yeah, I just stumbled upon it. No special skills here. Turn, so we're gonna give this thing some more throttle. Good. Definitely coming. Alright, now I gotta do is find it again. I just made a big turn. There it is. Bring this throttle back down. Boy, I really went too far down with that throttle. A nice gentle touch down there. A little bit of a bounce. Putting that tail on the ground. You see everybody. Grey Ghost, the Burton, AngryOneHorn up there. I could get it to stop. 4 miles an hour. Three miles an hour. I'm so afraid of that brake. And 2, 1. Ta-da! Congratulations, leg completed. Checked 56. Oh, that's because I was sitting there watching you for a while. That's why it's 56 minutes. Alrighty, yeah. Congratulations, leg completed. That was leg 12, I believe. So I thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for watching. We will be doing leg 13 another time. So we're pushing, well, 12:43 a.m. here, so I'm sure that's going to be the last one for tonight. So be sure to come back and check YouTube or Rumble or whatever you're watching on, and look for the next installment of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, the Nevada Bush Truck. See you next time.